All right, chat. Wow, not even 1 second into the video, I clear my throat. Anyways, look at this. He's such a bro. You know what? He knows ball. Obviously, he knows ball. He's freaking 2 million subscribers. But anyways, that's so hilarious, bro. He did that on purpose. Add the, you see the hand the hand placement. anyways. So every time I make a chapter review, I make a follow-up video. I already recorded it. I'm gonna drop it tomorrow. And I was like, wait, I can literally make like a follow-up video, but like completely unedited, right? Tomorrow I'm gonna make the edited one, but today I could just drop my reaction to a couple comments, just right off the bat. Boom, you know. I don't know how long this is gonna be. I don't know what time my apps are, so it doesn't matter. So we're gonna get into the comments, bro. I haven't read a lot of them. I only read comments for the first hour of the video, and then after that I don't read anything else, because that's when the haters pull up. So I'm not exposing myself to that. Anyways, let's go. Let's see. Fartling, bro. Bro, at this point, like, you guys know the deal, bro. Fartling is just absolute crap. I love that you guys are I love that you guys are actually like going with it. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, some people aren't with the inside joke, right? Fartling, fraudling, but like, bro, fartling is so hilarious to me, bro. The reason why, actually, you know what, I'm gonna drop some lore. The reason why I called him fartling is because my first video on my channel is Sanji versus Katakuri, right? And in that video, obviously it was my first ever video, so I didn't know, you know, the right way to edit videos, and so I used the fart sound so many times because it was so funny to me. It was so funny to me. I'm gonna make it, actually. I'm gonna do it right after this, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna go watch my old videos. I'm gonna do that right after I record this one. I used the fart sound so much because it was so hilarious to me, and eventually, like, some people, like, it's like top 10 most viewed videos on my channel. So yeah, it's like top 10 most viewed videos on my channel. So hold on. So a lot of people a lot of people saw it and they understood it, because when I do jokes, I don't like explaining jokes, unless I'm yapping like this. But like, when I say a joke on my main channel, bro, I'm not gonna explain it. All right, like, the ones who get it. All right, you have to watch my videos to understand it. People in the comments, it's like when I be saying like certain things in the videos that people don't understand, and then they're in the comments like, oh, like, what's a good example? When I say that someone gets one shot by someone, right? If I say like Sanji one shots Katakuri, obviously I don't mean Sanji actually one shots Katakuri. I mean like Sanji dominates him, bro. Some people understand that, like my actual viewers, but other people don't understand that, and I'm not explaining it. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? If it's during a live, yeah, I'm gonna have to explain it, because, you know, they're pressing me live. But like, if it's a video, like, F off, bro. You don't understand the joke. It doesn't matter, right? So, yeah. Hold on. Let me see something real quick, chat. All right, chat. Come on. Anyways, I'm back. Goodness gracious, this is so dumb. Anyways, what was I doing? Yeah, so yeah, let's go. I made a bro, I put this comment in the video. Bro, this is so true. Because, like, okay, from the perspective of like an Admiral down player, right? They look at the Admirals and they think they're like commander fodder. They can't really hang with the Yonkos. That's not true, right? We know that's not true, obviously. I mean, not we, but most of us know that's not true. But that's the case for the Holy Knights. They literally cannot hang with them. They cannot. Bro, when the Holy Knights, look, there's a huge difference as well. I didn't put this in the video. I just remember this. Bro, there's a huge difference between certain characters. There's a huge difference between people who can deal with the, not Admirals. Deal with the Yonko, right? So for Admirals, they need permission to fight a Yonko, right? They need permission. Um and most of the time they'll just do it. Like they don't give a frick. The Holy Knights, bro. Yonko Luffy was on 𝐻𝐻𝐵, and then there was like, I'm pretty sure, I don't remember what chapter that was, cause it was those chapters I wasn't reading. I'm only reading chapters now because I'm doing chapter reviews. But back in the day, back in the chapters, I think it was either Gunko or Summers. There was like, you guys want to enrage Yonko Luffy? They're scared of that nigga, bro. Admirals, they don't care. They don't care. Greenbow got pulled up on. He's like, bro, I'm not fighting you guys right now because you guys are about to jump me. Kizaru heard Big Mom and Kaido, bro. Straw Hat Luffy just became a Yonko. He literally just became a Yonko, and he's already revered. Big Mom and Kaido, they've been Yonkos for decades, bro. And Kizaru was like, yo, should I pull up on them? Two of them. Kizaru saw Luffy, fried him. Okay, well, didn't fry him, but fought him. Right? It's crazy. But y'all see what y'all will see my thoughts on this more in the video. More fartling. Emu slave senses are tingling. That's kind of hilarious. I watched Grand Line Review's video today, and he made a really good point. Like, the fact that Emu can hear this is like crazy. It's kind of like Mihawk. Oh my gosh. I should definitely make a short on that or something, bro. Mihawk, cause y'all know, Mihawk was like, oh, there's like a very interesting conversation going on at the what's that shit called? What is that? The Reverie. He said there's a very interesting conversation going on at the Reverie right now, right? And and we was like, how does he know this? And then Emu, bro, who's calling me, man? Damn. What the hell is this nigga calling me for? Hold on, chat. All right. All right. Damn, chat. I'm paused at the wrong moment. Let me pause again. All right. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Yeah, so we was like, why did Mihawk know this, right? I gotta. Okay, I'm gonna stop saying I gotta reread because I'm not going to reread. Like that. I've been saying I was gonna reread 𝐻𝐵 since July or June. I haven't touched 𝐻𝐵, bro. I'm not gonna do it. The reason why I have like such an urge to say that is because I can tell you everything that happens in JJK off the top of my head, bro. I cannot do that for One Piece. It's too long. I haven't reread anything from One Piece, bro. It's ridiculous, and I'm not gonna be able to get to that level just quickly. So, whatever. But anyways, what was I saying? Yeah. So Mihawk was like, "There's a very interesting conversation going on at the Reverie," and we was like, "How does he know that?" And then Emu's doing basically the exact same thing. They're at Marineford, and Emu's like in Merijois, deep into like the freaking flower castle. Wait, what was it? Flower room. And he's hearing this. Like, how? It's crazy. I don't know, bro. Maybe I can glaze Mihawk with that. Look, Mihawk keep upscale, bro. Maybe I can do that. Sengoku's best feat is rivaling a heavily injured Garp and bleeding. This was hilarious. But in the video, I said like, wait, I shouldn't spoil what happened in the video. Come on now, y'all gotta watch that video, bro. But this is hilarious. This guy was spamming these. It's kind of funny because like he got hundreds of likes between them. Meet Fraud Goku, which is Sengoku. Rocks, I can only wonder what you look like. Call out the atrocities of the world government. Chase promotions and ignore atrocities. Zero impact on the world government. Zero impact on the Navy. 7 Buster calls off, bro. Oh, overseen. Oh, bro. It's crazy. Cause like, yeah, he has zero impact. I've said this in the video. Like, I don't understand what the hell he's talking about. Yeah, he's going to climb the ranks so he could do something. He did nothing. He was a fleet admiral, and now he's retired. He's done nothing the entire time. So I guess it's like the same thing as a Garp. I want to say I want to make a video on that, but I'm probably not going to. I really, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's only so much I can yap about. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't like making short videos. As y'all can see by my freaking catalog, bro. When was the last time I made a video under 10 minutes? I think you would have to scroll a whole bunch to find a video under 10 minutes, bro. And for reference, bro, this was my first video on the chat. No, this one. First video on the channel, 10 minutes, bro. This one was a long video back then, bro. This one right here, 13 minutes, 14 minutes actually. And then I made a 20-minute video and I fell in love with it, bro. Fell in love with it. Absolutely. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, Sengoku, very funny guy. Meet the holy frauds. That boy Rox still has a sliver of health. All 3 of us better pull up or we're finished. It's funny, bro, because they really tried to aura farm. They were really aura farming. After ghosting the entire thing. We didn't see them for like 4 or 5 chapters. Garland got... Bro, the person who was with Garland is even funnier because she probably got killed. Rox probably killed her. That's crazy, bro. The highlight of the chapter was the characterization of Sengoku, Garp, and Dragon. You see three different contrasting perspectives. Sengoku believes in protecting the Marines by climbing the hierarchy. Absolute bullshit. Making top-down changes. It makes sense, but he doesn't do it. Garp believes in protecting the Marines through directly protecting the boots on the ground soldiers, and Dragon defects entirely. Yeah. Because from Garp's perspective, like, even though the top is just like absolute BS, right? The world government, celestial dragons, Imu, he still has to protect the Marines because the Marines are a necessary thing in the world, bro. Okay? The celestial dragons and Imu, they're evil. But pirates are evil too. Alright? Pirates are evil too. So, you know, the Marines are still a necessary thing. They have to exist. They do. Because pirates are evil and probably forever will be evil. Not forever, actually. I was thinking about like how people were saying that we don't need the Marines after Luffy creates the Dawn or something like that. Is that true? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Imu is... It's pretty weird. But at the same time, like, okay. So I'm thinking about how the world has gone to this right now, right? And like I was about to say that Imu and the Celestial Dragons and all of them, they're really like they don't really apply themselves to the rest of the world. That's their entire point. They literally live atop of the world. So they don't care about what's going on down there. But at the same time, like we've seen it. Come on, log me in. Bro. No way they would do that to me. That's so weird. Why would they do that? Stupid, bro. Anyways. What chapter was that? It was before this. It was definitely this one. It wasn't this one. It was this one. Yeah, so we see what they do to non-government affiliated islands. Right? So it's like, do pirates exist because like their stuff gets run down because it's not affiliated with the government? Like I remember Whitebeard. Yeah, I remember that picture of Whitebeard as a kid who grew up on one of those islands that got run down. So maybe that's why pirates exist, you know? And I think about Luffy, like dropping that line against Kaido at the end. He was like, I'm going to make a world where everyone can eat. So like, what would be the points of pirates if everyone can eat? You know, everyone could get their share. You know, so I don't know. It's very nuanced, that problem. The lack of communication between Garp and Dragon was a missed opportunity. Eventually, they're gonna communicate to with each other. I said this in a video. I said that like it doesn't make sense because eventually Garp just gives his not Garp. Dragon gives his what was I saying? I was reading that because I thought he was gonna make fun of the way I said that sentence. I remember I was recording and I messed up the sentence and I was like, I'm not redoing that. But anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, I said in the video that it didn't make sense because eventually Dragon just gives Garp his son, and then I realized like obviously there could have been something that changed afterwards, right? Obviously, and I said that in the video, something that you're gonna have to go see when you watch the video tomorrow. Ha ha ha. But yeah, it's a lack of communication, but there's a reason for it, right? We're gonna go through a little bit more. I don't know why my door is wide open. Anyways, yeah. Um. Yeah, we're gonna go through a little bit more. Ross was totally jumped. Rox told Harold no matter what he does, the world government will abuse and villainize the Giants, but he was too ignorant in his philosophy to believe Rox until it was too late. Is this confusing me because Emo was like, okay, this king is something that we haven't seen in so long. I'm going to use him. But the world government is genuinely like working against Harold here. Yeah. It's really weird. Again, like they just see them. They just see them as freaking cattle. Military assets. It's crazy. The Holy Ropos. This is hilarious, bro. Oh my gosh. The Holy Ropos is crazy, bro. Bliss Drake, he really ate with that one. That was hilarious, bro. The Toby Ropos, the Holy... That, like, bro, this is what I was talking about. Because, like, yeah, they're like commanders. They think, like, Admirals are like this. But no. It's the Holy Knights, bro. It's crazy. Just a little bit more. Bro, man, we could just continue slandering Fartling forever, bro. Meet Harold, the fraud that wanted to be a slave. Help your closest friend, rip out your own horns, and offer to be a slave. They call him 007, zero fight in him, zero will of D, 7 times bound to the world government. You know what's crazy? I just realized this. Bro, this guy's a conqueror. Harold's a conqueror, bro. I'm not gonna comment on the fact that, like, oh, you know, he's like subservient and yada yada, but like, you know, people were saying that Kizaru shouldn't have conquerors because of how much of a cog he is, bro. What is Harold? Harold's even worse, bro. Harold's even worse. He's kept up that gimmick for a minute. But yeah, chat, I'm gonna end it right here. I guess I'm a little bit bored reacting to these comments because I already did it for the video. Like, I didn't do these specific comments. I did the my community post, but you know, basically everybody's talking about the same thing. So maybe I'm not gonna make this a weekly thing. It depends. It really depends, bro. Because I'm bored. I'm bored of reacting to the same exact things, like Fartling slander, and then Harold, and then yeah. I'll catch you on the next one.